What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Forever Stranded Lost Souls. Oh yeah, guys, so last episode we ended off doing a little bit of Ember stuff here. We were needing to make some molten Dawnstone, which is going to require us to have like the mixer, which requires Ember power. So we set up one of these borers the last time, and we weren't collecting Ember quite as fast as we needed to. So since then, I've added in 3 more borers. I have them all connected. So we have one chest here providing the fuel. We just have coal going out to all the different mechanical cores which power the bores. And then we have a resident retriever here, which is set to whitelist, Ember Crystal, and Ember Shard. So this retriever and this servo are connected to the same pipe network, so the coal goes out and the embers go back here. So we are collecting the Ember at a decent rate now. This is not so bad. The Ember crystals are worth, I think, 9. What does this do? If we put this here, no, it's worth 6. So each one of these Ember crystals is worth 6 times these Ember shards. So the more of these we get, the better off we're going to be as far as getting the Ember power going. But yeah, we're collecting this stuff at a pretty decent speed now. It's not super fast, and we can make it faster by adding in more borers, right? I was kind of looking at the atmospheric gauge here, and that has gone from almost a straight across 90-degree horizon line to now getting closer to 60 degrees or so. Yeah. So we are pulling out a lot of the Ember from this chunk, and when the Ember is depleted, we will have to move to another chunk to get more of this stuff. I don't think there is a faster way or an unlimited way. I think we always have to move to different chunks to discover more Ember to collect more of the stuff, which is unfortunate, but that's just the way this mod is. Atmospheric gauge, you know what, we'll just leave it down here for now. No reason to keep that on my person anymore. So yeah, we have a lot of this Ember stuff. I think we'll just go ahead and take everything we've collected so far and bring that up with us. Let's also make sure we have plenty of fuel. I'm shift right clicking on this thing. Can I please open this? Do I have to place a block to do it? Okay, now that I got off this thing acts so weird sometimes. Anyway, I want to grab some more coal out of our dank knoll here. Just fill this up to make sure we have plenty of coal to make sure that these things stay powered, and it just removes all of the Ember from this chunk that it can. So yes, I added in some elevators all the way down for some quick travel. And I have been killing a few more monsters. We now have almost another full bar of health. You can see we have the light blue color health, which is really, really awesome. Okay, so we wanted to finish this quest here. Now, the first portion of this quest we could not complete, even though we had everything on our person here. It did not say that any of this stuff is complete. So I'm hoping if we do the Dawnstone stuff, now it says that we have Dawnstone complete, but we've never had Dawnstone before. I don't get what's going on here. Yeah, why does that say that's complete? Maybe this quest is messed up and I'm going to have to like reset it or something. I don't remember that saying complete before. That's really, really weird. I did, when I put the Ember crystals in my inventory earlier, it did say that we got some kind of a quest complete for something else. Let's take a look. Where would that be? That would be under magical, wouldn't it? So Tinker's Hammer, maybe this completed, but we never made the Tinker Hammer. So that, okay, well, let's make the Tinker Hammer real quick. Tinker Hammer. This is not to be confused with Tinker's Construct. So this is the Ember's Hammer that's called a Tinker Hammer. All right, so let's make this real quick. So that should complete that quest. And okay, so the Ember Shard portion of that is complete. So this wants us to have Ember Crystal. It's supposed to craft it and then an Ember Activator. Okay, so let's make an Ember Crystal. I assume we just take one of those apart and put it back together again. Or we can just put 6 of these together. There it is. Okay, so that should complete the other part. No, we did this. Okay, so Ember Activator. So this guy is made with copper ingots, some iron plates, and a furnace. I don't think any of that's going to be too difficult for us to do. So let's make a furnace. So we need to get ourselves another furnace followed by a regular furnace. Then we need iron plates, so we can grab ourselves some iron ingots here and just run that through our compactor. Like so. Very good. I really should take some time here and upgrade this thing so it has like the fastest speed possible. We just haven't gotten to that point just yet. Okay, so now that we have those, we should be able to make this guy and complete that quest. Nice. So that is done. We'll claim this chest. Let's claim our Tinker chest. Okay, so now that we have that, we need to figure out how to transfer the Ember around. The Ember activator is what you use to burn the Ember shards, and this provides the Ember power to all the other Ember machines, right? So to transfer that around, I gotta get rid of this thing. The noise these things make just drives me crazy. Thank you for the sapling, goodbye. Okay, so getting back to this. Yeah, the next thing is to transfer the Ember, and then this one is for making ash. We'll have to be dealing with that a little bit later, I think. But yeah, let's get this done. So we need an Ember emitter, an Ember receptor, and an Ember relay. I don't think I've ever used the Ember relay before, but the Ember emitter sends the Ember, and the Ember receptor receives the Ember. So let's make these things. Ember, I guess we just search for Ember. We should be able to see everything that we need here. So an Ember receptor. That does require a Caminite plate, some copper, and some iron. That's not so bad. I'm going to make a few of these because I know we're going to need a few of them. So 8, yeah, that might be more than what we need. Well, no, that's a receptor. The Ember emitter, we might just need a couple of those. Let's just do 4 for now. Okay, and then what else do we need? We need the Ember relay. Ember relay. Okay, so that also requires an iron plate. So let us... You know what, I'll just make a few iron plates. It seems like I have to make those a little bit, so let's just have some in stock so we don't have to make those as often. All right, the rest of those will just finish being made over there, and we'll grab them next time. So there is an Ember relay. Well, I guess 4 of them since you craft 4 at a time. Okay, so transferring power is now complete, so we'll claim this chest. Moving on is alloying. So this wants us to make the mixer centrifuge. This is what we need in order to make the Dawnstone. So a mixer... centrifuge is made. Oh yeah, look at that. We need more iron plates. I'm glad I decided to do that. We also need this mechanical core, which does require lead plates. I had to make a few of those mechanical cores for the boars that we were doing down there. Wait, now hold on a second. Ah, we can just make it like that. Do we have an engineer's hammer? I think we... Oh yeah, we can use this one right here. Yeah, we'll just make a plate simple like that. Then we also need to get ourselves a compass. All right, so there's that, and then we need the iron plates, which should be done, or mostly done. There they are. They are done very good. All right, so the iron plates goes here, and a mixer centrifuge is created. Awesome. All right, so we'll claim that. Now, what else do we have here? This wants us to make the different stuff. Okay. So for what we need to do for right now, I think we are pretty much set. We'll get rid of our traveling merchant over here. And I think we can set the Ember stuff down in this section like we've been doing our Botania magic stuff and I guess a little bit of bees. But this section over here really hasn't had much going on, so we can do some of our Ember stuff here. So we'll do an Ember activator. We'll place that down here. So it is a 2-block tall thing. And then we will need the Ember emitters. I think we have to put... one like the actually, you know what, let's move this away from the wall 1 block so we can get around to it. So we'll do it right here. Nope, wrong thing. We need this guy. Wait, mixer centrifuge, Ember activator. Let's put this one right here. Then we'll put the emitters like so. That way we can walk all the way around it. Okay. So there's that. Then we need our mixer centrifuge right here. We're going to need an Ember receptor on this guy. I think it goes on the top. Like there is, the top and the bottom look pretty much the same, right? I guess the bottom's got like a wider ring than the top one. Okay. Well, anyway, the way this works is with the Tinker Hammer, you have to shift right click the receiver, I believe. And then you have to left click or right click the sender. They make 2 different tones. When you shift right click, I think it stores the XYZ coordinate here, targeting this, and then you apply it by left clicking, right? So everything that you want to get Ember, yeah, you have to kind of link them. They're 1-to-1. I don't really know how the relays work. That might make it so you only need 1 emitter, and then you can do the relays to multiple different components. I've never messed with those before, so that might be what those are useful for. But anyway, for our purposes here, this is all we need to do. Now, we do have to provide this with the Ember so it can start producing the juice, and I can't remember if we have to give this a redstone signal for it to turn on. I think what we want to do is get it a hopper to send the Ember into the Ember emitter, the Ember activator. We do one of those, what happens? Okay, so it starts doing stuff here. It's burning it, but I didn't see anything transfer over. And that might be because our mixer centrifuge here isn't ready to go yet. We do need to pipe in, I think, the molten gold and copper to make the DAWNSTONE. Let's take a look at this. So DAWNSTONE, molten DAWNSTONE, shows a mixing recipe by putting in molten gold. Yeah, molten gold and molten copper. So we get the gold and copper so we can do an alchemical mixer. We need the melter. That's what we do. Or I think we could probably get some of this stuff by melting it down that down in our smeltery and then bucketing it over here. But let's just do the melter. Was the melter one of the recipes or one of the quests that we had here? It doesn't show that yet. It does want us to make this ash thing. So that's a cinder plinth followed by some ash piles. Okay. Well, we might go out of order here. Let's make the melter. All right, let's make one of those. So that requires us to have another furnace, which is not so bad. So we'll do one of those. We'll do one of these. Oh, are we out of nether brick? Okay, that's fine. We will have to make ourselves some more nether bricks. And I think the next time I go to the nether, I will go vein mine one of the nether fortresses or whatever and just get a whole lot of that stuff. All right, so we need Camonite brick. I think I might have made some of that earlier too. Yes, I did. Okay, so yeah, I had that made earlier so we can make the boars. The boars require the Camonite stairs, which requires 4 of those per brick and 6 bricks. So yeah, we needed a lot of that stuff. So anyway, here's a melter. Okay, so we have a melter. And this also requires us to have Ember power going into it. How do I want to do this? I remember, like, we have to melt down the fluid, which goes into the centrifuge. You can see that the tooltip shows it has 4 different tanks. So we need gold and copper in there, and then that'll turn into DAWNSTONE, which we pipe out. And that will have to go into, like, a stamper, I believe. So it might be better for us to move this thing and put the melter here. Okay, and then we can put the centrifuge here. And then we'll have to put the stamper somewhere else. Yeah, it's been a minute since I've done this stuff, but I have done it before, so it's not like completely foreign to me and how this all works, but it can be confusing. Okay, so what about the stamper? So the stamper, so we need the base and then we need the stamper itself. That's a lot more of the Camonite stuff. All right. But you know what? At this point, we might not need the stamper because we need the bucket of DAWNSTONE. It didn't want us to have, like, the DAWNSTONE ingots, which would need the stamper for. Well, I tell you what, let me try and get this stuff hooked up. We can see the 3 different items that we need in order to make the DAWNSTONE. Let me do this real quick, and we'll be right back. All right, guys, so I ended up making another melter. I think it's just going to be easier than trying to rearrange our pipes and doing all of that. So we'll have one melter that's specific for gold, one melter that's specific for copper. We have fluid extractor on one of them that's going to pull out and put it into a different side of our centrifuge, and same thing for the gold or whichever one the front one's going to be, that goes into another side. Now, I can't remember if the melted fluids go into the bottom or the top, but I do know, like, you put in the fluids onto one side and you extract the fluid from the other side. And looking at the tooltip here, we see there's 1 tank, and when we look down here, we see there's 4. So I think the fluids that mix go on the bottom and the extracted fluid comes out on the top. Pretty sure we got this set up correctly. So if that is right, we should just be able to throw in some Ember into here, throw our ores in there, and start seeing the magic happen. So I'll just put in 34 of those, which should start getting us a little bit of Ember being made. And then I will put in our gold on one side here, and then I'll put our copper on one side here. And, oh, you know what? I forgot. Our Ember emitter things over there do need a redstone signal for them to emit Ember. Aha! So that is one thing I did forget. So we can see that the animation is showing that each one of our receptors is getting Ember now, which is great. So things should be happening. Now, if we look down here in the tanks, we can see nothing's happened yet. Yeah, I think these take a minute for them to start melting down. Hopefully everything is done correctly here. Yeah, looks like everything is receiving Ember properly, but it does not appear like things are happening. So I don't know how long this process takes. Since we're not seeing anything happening yet, I will go ahead and look at the rest of this off camera here to make sure things are working well. But I would have expected that, like, the furnace portion of this to light up underneath. Maybe the melters can't touch each other. Maybe that's the problem. I don't know. All right, so yes, I made the mistake. I put the Ember receptors on the top, which look like that's where things go, as opposed to the bottom, which seems to make sense since it attaches to the furnace down here and makes the melters do melty stuff. So we can see there's animations. We can see there's things happening here. Yes, we are, in fact, getting fluid into our tanks over here, and we are, in fact, making molten dawnstone. So we now have this whole process complete. So I can flip this lever here and pour the dawnstone over into the stone drum here. So now we have that going on. I should be able to grab that with a bucket, and that should complete the quest, which already showed that it was completed for some reason. I'm not sure why. Let's go back to that. That was the other worlds one, end portal. So we now have the molten dawnstone. This all says that this is incomplete. I wonder if I grab all the items for that, if this quest will complete now. It seems kind of weird, though, that we need to do these kind of like out of order for that to work. But you know what? We'll try one more time just to see if we can complete that. And if it doesn't work, I will just have to manually complete the quest here. So there's 4 of those, 1 of those. What else do we need? We need the resonating gem. We have 4 of those. What else? Cave illuminator. I think that was the only other thing, right? Okay. So cave illuminator, 1 of these things. So everything should be in my inventory for this quest. We will say detect submit one more time. Yeah, this quest is obviously not working. Detect submit. Yeah, okay. Well, I will manually complete this one. So let me do that and we'll be back. All right, and now we have this completed. I tried resetting the quest and then doing the detect submit. It only detected the molten dawnstone. There's something else weird about this quest that it just doesn't want to auto update, so I just manually completed it. So we should have everything together now to do this end portal. Our nether portal's outside, and this was where our twilight portal is. I think we're going to put the end portal here. So let us do the end portal block. Yeah, we'll do that here. Now it says it needs these in the corners, and I don't remember if that has to be like this or 1 block away. I think it's like that. So let's read the quest one more time. It says the portal is a multi-block. You'll need a portal in the middle, 4 pedestals on the corners with ender eyes on the pedestal. So we have to make 4 ender eyes. The portal takes liquid dawnstone in the main GUI. This can be pumped into the block. All right, we got that under control right now. It will take 4 buckets of dawnstone to activate the portal. Once activated, the portal will consume 1 millibucket of fluid every 15 seconds. Well, making the dawnstone isn't that bad. We can always like have more of this going here. We're gonna need a lot of ember to keep this all powered, though. That's the only problem. And we do have 5 buckets of the stuff. Anyway, so let's continue on with the thing. It says, I suggest using 5 buckets. The portal will require resonating gem, cave illuminator, 4 runes in the thing to start it up. So let's do 1 of those. This doesn't want to go in here. Oh, it only goes in a specific spot. I can shift click it in there. Do I shift click these in one at a time? Those stack. Oh, okay. So that's what I did before that was wrong. When we were doing the nether portal the first time, we had things that stacked and I put it all like that, and that's not the way it goes. But yeah, these will only go into specific spots, even though they stack in one spot, and then we can shift click those in there into the correct order. All right, so that should be what we need to get this thing going. We do need to get ourselves 4 Eyes of Ender. So how are we doing on pearls? We have plenty of those, and then we need the blaze powder, which we don't have a lot, but we can always get more of that stuff. Not a big deal. All right, so there's these things. Now, another problem I had in the nether is, I think at one point we came to the nether, and I went to go click on one of these things to check the status of it. I wanted to open this block up, but I clicked this, which takes the item off the pedestal, which shuts it down. Yeah, and then you have to restart it back up at the high cost of fuel. Yeah, it's not a good deal. So you want to make sure that you're extremely careful not to click the pedestals at all when the thing is running. I do want to get some more of this Dawnstone made, because I do think that we're probably going to want to leave this running for a little bit of time, and we're not going to want to have to do the high startup cost every time. We can keep the lower cost running time going easier anyway. So we have this here. We need the 5 buckets of stuff, and I think we have everything else ready to go. I have a bucket on me. Okay, so let's just remove this for a moment here. We'll fill this up. Can I do buckets at a time? Oh yeah, that's right. It does take a minute for that to fill using the buckets. Okay, so we need to do that and have 5 buckets in there, and then we'll set this thing up in the future to just pipe the liquid in, I think. I think that'll be the smartest way of going about it. All right, so we're at 2 buckets, 3 buckets, and I think this holds a total of 5, it looks like. All right, we need 1 more. Awesome. All right, so let's put this thing back to collect some more Dawnstone. Right there. Good, now we got 4.2 more buckets. That's really good. How are we doing over here? Oh, we're out of the gold? Okay, so let's fill that back up so we can make more of this stuff. I was doing, I think this stuff, 16 of those and 16 of these. Put the gold here, we'll put the copper here. And how are these tanks? Yeah, everything's empty. Okay, so once those things melt down, they'll mix over here. We'll get some more Dawnstone. Yeah, there we go, things are happening. Awesome. I'll probably want to make myself a bigger drum here. But yeah, we should be good to go to start this thing up. So let's click the button. Looks like something's happening. All right, what's going on? I don't remember how this all works. It looked like a thing happened, right? So if I right click on here, all of this is gone. It says it's offline. Does it require more than 5 buckets? Do we have to keep piping in fluid to keep this thing running? Let's go back and see what this thing said. It said it will take 4 buckets to activate, and it says it uses 1 millibucket every 15 seconds. So what did we do wrong here? If I stand on here, nothing's happening. I click this button, nothing's happening. The tank is completely empty. Okay, well, we might have to let one of these drums fill all the way up and then try again. Alright guys, so we got the end portal finally set up and running. I ended up filling this drum up quite full of the juice. You can see we got 3 buckets remaining in there, and this has the full 5 buckets in here after it started up. I think what happened is it uses 5 buckets, then it didn't have any more juice to keep it going, and then it just turned off. That's my guess, I don't know. But anyway, piping it in through that drum, we were able to keep this thing running, which is good. I do have more Dawnstone being made over here. Looks like we ran out of Ember stuff, so I will throw in some more crystals into here and just let that finish up. I put a stack of both gold and a copper over here so we can get a whole lot of this stuff and not have to worry about it for quite some time. Now also, while I've been working here trying to get things going, I took a look down here at our Ember supply, and yeah, we have collected quite a lot of Ember in that amount of time that we've been working. And if we take a look at our what is it called? The atmospheric gauge, we can see that that is getting past the halfway point. Yeah, so we are almost running this chunk completely out of Ember, which is fine. This is probably going to last us a lot longer than what we need, I think. Yeah, we have to use Ember very similar to like if you were running something off coal. So if you put in a whole lot of coal into like a coal generator, for instance, even if the machines aren't using it, it'll still burn that all up, right? So we have like a stack of it inside this thing, and you can see how quickly it's nomming through those. Yeah. So once this thing finishes up, it'll continue to use the rest of it and then it'll all run out, which is kind of annoying. I don't think there's like any way to store the Ember in like a battery and use it that way. Like you have to put the shards in there and burn them to use them. But anyway, we are pretty much good to go here as far as us going to the end. And we have a few loot chests here. So before we go, let's pop these loot chests. Let's empty this stuff out of our inventory. So we get 5 hay bales. We get ourselves some dirt and a grass block. We get some of the wooden torches, arrow things, and more dirt and grass. So nothing really good here. So we are going to the end. So let's prepare for a little bit of a fight. We have decent armor. We can fly, so that's not a big deal. Yeah, we just have to worry about the Durgan. I guess we could repair our sword real quick before we go. I don't know if we're going to be using that or we're just going to be using the shuriken. But anyway, let's head to the end and see what this dimension is all about. Hopefully it'll be easy to get back here just like it is from the nether. And this should be chunk loaded too, so I don't think there'll be a big deal, an issue with us coming back through the portal. At least I hope not. Okay, it's taking its sweet time to get us there. There we go. Aha! So now we're in the end. We got Endymium, I guess, is the name of that stuff. Okay, so there are other monsters here besides the Enderman. Good to know. I see something floating up here. I don't know what those are. And I guess we'll just do our normal dragon fight here. Let's take care of these things. Okay, I saw, what are these things that are next to this? This is Antiquus. I can't read that. The boss bar and the tooltips are kind of overlapping each other. Yeah, let's get rid of all of this stuff. Can I shoot that through the bars here? I don't think so. I think I will have to remove that. Okay, that's fine. Let's get rid of this one, that one. We can just vein mine through this and make it really simple, I think. We just need to break one of these bars. Come on, hit it. Oh, too high. Ah, dragon's breath right in my face. Oh, that's a thing we should have brought with us is the bottles, right? So we can collect some dragon breath. But I guess we can always respawn in the dragon later, so it's not a huge issue. But yeah, let's get over here and remove this final one. And boop. Cool. All right, so the dragon should come down and rest on the pedestal, and we'll just do the normal dragon fight. What is... Yeah, I can't read any of these tooltips. The Ender Dragon boss bar is kind of like in the way. All right, come on, dragon. Let's go. Let's do it. You know what? I guess we can fight the dragon while... Yeah, we can just hit it like this. It's not doing much damage to me. Surprisingly enough, I would have expected that the dragon would be doing more, but I guess the dragon doesn't really scale like the other enemies do, but like the sound, oh my goodness. Let's turn that way down. All right. Can we smack the dragon around a bit? Okay, so it does have a decent amount of health. Like, we are doing damage here, but not a whole lot of damage. Okay, I think we did a crit there because the amount that we were doing was a little bit higher. All right, so while it's up in the air, we can just go ahead and smack it around with our shurikens and keep the damage going like we do. Yeah, I think the real damage that we're going to be doing to the dragon is once it lands. Okay, well, let's go ahead and fast forward. We've all seen the dragon fight before. All right, and there we go. Advancement made. Free the end. All right. Get wrecked, dragon. Give me all that XP. Oh, yeah. It is kind of weird in a mod pack. Oh, I was going to say, it is kind of weird in a mod pack not seeing the dragon heart, but there it is. Yeah, and I think the dragon heart automatically goes into your inventory now. You don't have to, like, wait for it or whatever. Yeah, there it is. We just got the dragon heart. Very good. Okay, so now we can turn back up the monster sound. So let's do that. I'm in the wrong section. Options, music and sound. Hostile up, done, back. So I think whatever those zombies were, they went to the overworld to spawn. So that'll be interesting. We'll have to deal with those guys later. So this stuff is called Equisium Inanus. I don't know what that is. Celestial Crystal from Biomes O'Plenty. Do we need this stuff? I don't know. We will grab some though. Yeah, so that's from... Oh. that stuff warps you if you touch it, I guess. Okay, so we got resonant endstone. Don't touch me. Resonant endstone. What was the other stuff? This is end prosperity ore. Okay, so we'll be able to collect the prosperity ore. Oh, that stuff warps you too if you touch it. Interesting. What is this stuff? This is endominium ore. Okay, so that gives us endominium dust. I don't know if that's useful or not. Ooh, we don't want to look at the endermen. Huh. Yeah, we're getting lots of prosperity shards. So fortune 3ing that stuff, that'll get us a whole lot of that, and that'll get us into the magical crops section. This stuff here. Oh, that enderman sounded mad. I don't think I made the enderman mad. What is this down here? This is eroded endstone. Okay, that's more primal core stuff. What are you called? You are oh, you're just an abyssal zombie. Okay, so I guess you guys just hang out here for some reason. Now, if we want to, we can collect some ender lilies here to grow ender pearls. We can also collect some draconic evolution, draconium dust. I'm sure we'll be able to find meteors and stuff around for more of that. As far as what else is here, I guess this is more the biomes of plenty crystals, and this is hornblende idolum, I guess is how you pronounce that. Yeah, more celestial crystal. Okay. Now, I'm looking around, and I'm not seeing a meteor. If we go to our map here, we don't see any on the map. Okay. The other thing that we could do is we could go to, like, the end city. I don't know if that's a thing that we need to do or not. Let's... Oh, and that just went through the portal. You know, that's the first time I think I've ever right-clicked. I think that's the first time I've ever right-clicked one of the dragon eggs and went right into the portal. Huh. Also, where did we spawn? Oh, I looked at that, Enderman. Where did we spawn into the end? Was there like a proper area here? I don't remember because we came in here and I immediately flew up and like went away. I don't know. Did we have like the normal start pad for the end? Is there like the obsidian area for that? Or do we just warp here using that warpy thing? And it's like we've never properly went to the end. Maybe that's what it is. Okay, so let's grab an ender pearl here. Hopefully that enderman won't touch us. All right, we'll just warp away from the enderman. Let's grab this thing. Let's go to one of the end city areas, or I guess one of the end islands. Let's just see if there's anything different out there. Need to take this and throw it through here. Advancement made, remote gateway. Oh, I thought there wasn't going to be anything else around here. Okay, so anything here of note? Man, that like has us way up high. I should probably put a waypoint on here so we can warp back from this thing, right? It's probably going to be a good idea. All right, so let's come up here real quick. Ooh. Okay, J, we'll add a waypoint, new warp thingy. Okay, so now we know where that thing is. We should be able to get more ender pearls from either killing endermen or just finding more ender lilies around. We'll probably just find more ender lilies. It'll just make a little bit more sense to do. I don't know what just did damage to me. Okay, so let's just kind of hang out for a minute. We'll fly around. We have a waypoint on how to get out of here, so that's going to make things easier for us. I do want to see if there's any other Draconic Evolution meteors around, so we know if we can mass collect the Draconic Evolution dust. I would also like to see if we can find an end city. I don't really know if there's anything else out here that we need to do. I guess we could go to our quest book. It says find the end, Dragon Slayer, Dragon Egg, kill the dragon, which we already did, but this says that it's not complete because it didn't claim the Dragon Egg. Okay, well, I'll fly around for a little bit and we'll be back. And just moments later, sure enough, we got ourselves a very, very small comet that has appeared here. So yeah, this is a way that we can collect more of the draconium ore should we want to, or farm obsidian, which we don't really need to do. This is a really small one compared to the ones that you normally see, but you can see them on the mini-map quite easily too. Like, it's very apparent where those things are. Still looking for an end city though. All right, and the first end city we come to is the one that has the boat, which we don't really need, but we got an advancement for finding this. So we can do potions, we can get ourselves a brew stand, and I am kind of curious if there's any like special loot in here. Let's get rid of these guys. Oh boy, the shulkers have a lot of health, don't they? That's gonna take a minute. Okay. Shulkers drop, looks like shulker pearls. Looks like we get some bees, and some iron tools. Respiration, protection, and mending. That's not bad. I mean, it doesn't have the protection 4, and it doesn't have the unbreaking, but it has the mending on it, which is quite nice. So we can always add in the other protection and some unbreaking on there. Okay, I like it. So yeah, we'll collect this stuff. I can also put extra stuff into my ender pouch for now. So we have a little bit more room. Very good. And of course, we'll take the elytra. Now, does that have any uses in this pack? It looks like we can do it for the Opinium core, I guess. Advanced hang glider requires 2 of those, but we don't really need that since we have other things here. Flying ring. Okay. Anything else? It doesn't really look like it, but we'll just go ahead and collect this anyway, since that is one of those, I guess, trophy items from Minecraft from defeating the end or whatever. We can also look in these buildings here to see if there's anything worth collecting. Also, yeah, there's a bigger meteor there, which is kind of nice if we need more of the draconium stuff. So these ones that have like the little staircases, as far as I understand it, are the ones... Whoa, what the heck just happened there? These are the ones that have the chests in them. So this is what we're looking for. Frostwalker protection. Oop. I guess they threw some kind of a fireball or whatever at me. That's not very nice. Okay, so we got the loot from here. We'll have to stow that away somewhere. Does this one have chests in it? I'm not seeing. That one's got the staircase on top. Any of these other ones? That might be the only other one that has chests in it. As far as I know, that's the only way to know if they have chests in there without like going through all of these different buildings and like looking for yourself. Do we need end rods for anything? Yeah, I don't know. I guess we can always come back here later on if we need more stuff from the end. I think at this point, I'm going to try and make my way back to the home base. All right, guys. Well, we're back safe and sound. Unfortunately, the dragon egg was nowhere to be found. When I did go through the end portal, once again, it spawned me inside here, which I thought was kind of nice. We ended up right here. So I think what happened, when I right-click the dragon egg, it turns into a falling entity, like falling sand or whatever, right? So it would have fallen through. It would have landed here, I think, as like an item, maybe? I'm not sure if that's how that works. And then I spent like longer than 5 minutes in the end there, and then it might have despawned since its area is chunk loaded. I think that might be what happened. I'm not entirely sure. But anyway, we don't get to complete this task because we don't have a dragon egg. But we did create the end portal, so we can claim this. Now, I saw that there is 3 different choice rewards here for 3 different loot chests. I'm not sure why. Maybe some are better than the others, but let's claim those. Let's go ahead and do this one. We'll claim our 12 levels of experience, and then finally we can't claim that. So we get 3 of these chests. So we get ourselves chance cube, 6 of them, and tier 3 chance pendant. We get ourselves 2 display stands, which is rare, but we don't really need them. And finally, we get ourselves mob masher upgrade looting and a fire aspect. Okay, well, I mean, I've seen worse rewards. Nothing too bad about those, but nothing that's like super useful for us right now. But anyway, guys, we're gonna go and wrap the episode up here for today. We finally got to the end. We finally got a little bit of Ember stuff out of the way. Hopefully that's gonna be about all of the Embers we need to do. I do know there is like the Ember section with a few more quests left, but hopefully none of them will be quite as involved. We can just use our already existing setup. Anyway, that's gonna do it for today. Thank you guys for watching. Remember to leave a like on the episode if you liked it, and we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye-bye.